What is up, guys? Welcome to the Born to Create podcast, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're on YouTube, I appreciate you. If you're on Spotify, if you're on Google Play, if you're on Stitcher, Amazon Play, wherever you're watching and listening from, I appreciate every single second that you spend listening to me. It brings me so much joy that I know that people are truly inspired, motivated by my words. So the podcast Born to Create is a simple concept. So the concept is, if who or what you want to be doesn't exist, you out there and create the life that you want, because we're all destined to create what we want. So this podcast topic for me is a pretty sensitive one. Actually, it used to be a sensitive one, but I want to actually bring awareness and tell you why I'm here, because I've gotten a lot of questions on what is the purpose. Why did you create this podcast? Why is a Born to Create podcast in existence? So the podcast came from me back in my childhood. Growing up, I had a major challenge with speaking, a major challenge of stuttering, and I stuttered and I talk fast. And the fact that I did that for a long time, I was muted. Right? I didn't talk. I didn't speak. As a matter of fact, my sister's friends would always ask her, "Is your brother a mute? Why doesn't he talk?" And I didn't talk because I was fearful. I was fearful because I didn't want people to laugh at me, to think bad about me. I was afraid of what they would say if the words came out and they came out jumbled, they came out too fast, because that's what happened, right? I would have conversations and they're like, "Well, what do you say? Huh? What?" And that would create a massive amount of fear for me. And in that fear, it made me stutter more. It made me talk even faster, because my goal was to just get it out, right? Get it out. But in getting it out, the people did not understand what I was saying. So for a long, long time, I was muted and very, very afraid of speaking. But I know that I had a message, a story. I know that I wanted to speak, but I just didn't have the courage to speak. And the courage was based on other people's thoughts and feelings. And I know a lot of you guys out there have fears based on what other people think of you, or what you should or should not be doing. Other people laughing at you and making fun of your goals, your dreams, your desires, making fun of what you want to create. So it took me a while to get through the fear of speaking. Actually, I think for me is, I can't remember where it came from, but I heard a quote, and it said, "The message you have in you is not for you, it's for somebody else." And if you have a message, have something to say, something to speak, something to create, if you're not putting it out there, if you're holding back because of fear, you're doing that person that can be motivated by you a disservice. You can literally save someone's life by your message, by your story. So for me, that changed. That changed because I know that I had certain fears. I know that I had certain hangups, and I wanted to get past them. So I decided to start speaking. I decided to stop caring what others think. Let me go back for a second. You know, I think I always cared what people think, and I think I still do, but it doesn't stop me from moving forward, right? So I can't say, you know what, I don't care anymore, whatever. I don't think that's accurate. I think I definitely do care less, but in caring less, it, I move anyway. I move despite. Me caring doesn't keep me from putting my message out, right? Me not caring doesn't keep me from not wanting to speak and be upfront like I should be, right? I hope that makes sense. So even for you, you don't have to. I know that you care, right? But you can't let that fear stop you from moving forward. right? So there are I have a good friend who was down here a while back, and to me, he's an amazing speaker. He's an amazing communicator. I mean, he's one of the top communicators that I've ever met. And he asked me, he's like, you mentioned before that you were scared to speak, and you were scared to get out there. And he asked me, how did you overcome that? And I told him that I decided that whatever I wanted to do, if it was uncomfortable, I was going to purposely put myself in uncomfortable situations, because I know if I did that, I will overcome that fear and I will conquer that hill, and it would all make sense to me. It would all work. So and I asked him, why you ask my question? He says, well, you know what? When I'm on camera, when I'm speaking, I feel I sound stupid. I'm like, what, you? I admire you as a speaker. I admire you as a communicator, and you're thinking that you sound crazy, you sound stupid, you jumble on camera. I'm like, man, that's not true. And my point is this: is that we all think that other people sound better than us, look better than us, communicate better than us, do things better than we do. And I had no idea that the top speakers that I've encountered, they have a fear of not sounding good. They think that they don't sound good. So I was inspired by that story, because everything that we experience, every fear that we experience, is all up here, right? Most fear is based in the unknown. Most fear is based on something that hasn't even happened yet, right? And that really helped me bring clarity to what my purpose is. That helped me bring clarity to the fact that I should be out there speaking and talking and giving my message, because I genuinely at times think I sound stupid on audio and on video, but other people see greatness in what I'm doing. Other people will see greatness in what you're doing, right? So my point is to get up and take action. And even though you will have some fear, the cure for fear is action. You have fear, move anyway. Do it anyway, because once you do it, you cure that fear. So in most cases, fear will not be absent when you take a massive, consistent action. It will not be absent. But take action anyway. That will conquer the fear. That will make you stronger for next time. All right? So that's it. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I truly, truly appreciate every single second. Again, if you're watching this and listening to this, and I hope this is valuable. If it's valuable, please consider sharing this content, because we want to grow. I want to make sure that everybody knows that you can create whatever you want to create. There is no limit to your imagination. There's the limit to what you can do. Only limitation is what you put on yourself or what's up in here, right? So, thanks again, guys, for watching. We'll see you next episode of Born to Create. Talk to you soon. Bye.